to get on to some of the beliefs that you have.
Yeah.
How have they been received by the general public or the forums? And give us one or two of those beliefs that you have been not just advocating, but almost been challenged on.
Something that I found is on a lot of people's minds right now. The stadium at Gregori High School, for example, there is that was up before the board at the last meeting for approval of a plan to go and negotiate a price to see how much it would cost to build a minimal stadium there. I am opposed to that. In this particular environment, I just don't think this is the time to be building a football stadium. It's not that I have anything against football or high school athletics. My daughters were involved in high school athletics, and both of them were cheerleaders throughout their high school career, and I cheered on the football team right with them. But in this environment, with the budgetary challenges we have, it just doesn't make sense to outlay that kind of money, particularly where there was an upkeep. You know, I give the example, if my uncle decided to tell me, I'll buy you a brand new Escalade, and all you have to do is pay for the auto insurance for it. And I look it up, and the auto insurance is $125 a month. That sounds like a great deal until I realize I don't have enough money to eat lunch every day. Where's this money going to come from? And I think that's the same kind of analysis for the stadium. There are going to be upkeep costs. There's going to be the cost of interest on the loan. I know it's a low interest loan, but these kinds of things in this environment we can't afford it. And sad to say, I think there are other projects that if we're going to use the money would be better spent.
And what do you think those are?
Well, at the meeting, there was a large contingent from the Davis High School that was talking about the sad state of their little theater. Roof pieces that are falling, and carpet that is torn and trips people. It actually was dangerous for these kids that are trying to learn how to be, artists on stage. That should never be. Not in any high school. It shouldn't be dangerous to walk across into a facility. And if we have the money, we should fix it.
It's my understanding that the bond is for construction.
Yes.
Does that mean it can only be, was a grant written only for Gregori High School, or is it for any of the schools in the Modesto City School District?
My understanding was that that it could be used for other projects as well. The principals of the various high schools got together and came up with a list of projects that there was money left over they would want to see happen. And the Davis Little Theater was on that list. There are 7 other projects. I think one of the fields needs repair, and I won't go into them. But the money can only be used for projects, the facilities type projects. They can't be used, for example, for teachers' salaries. On the other hand, if the interest to pay this off is coming out of the general funds, you are depleting what would go to teachers' salaries and programs. So, again, I think I'd love to see it. It's not the right time. We just have the financial challenge. Right
Kind
now.
of take care of what we already have
Exactly.
before we start building more.
Well, when money is this tight, this just isn't the time to go out and buy the Escalade. It isn't. It doesn't mean that you don't ever want to have one, or it wouldn't be a nice idea in a different economic environment. I really hope the recession is short-lived and we're back on and we've got enough money to build a nice stadium at Gregori, and that would be wonderful.